Now going to question 25. When you see these bullet points, you know you're dealing with a rhetorical synthesis question, and we have a process for those. First, look at the prompt to find out what to look for. If more than one choice fits that description, then you get into the bullet points to find out which choice is better. So let's start that. The student here wants to emphasize the decline in unique apple varieties in the US and specify why this decline occurred. So we're emphasizing that there was a decline, and we're sort of giving the reason for why this might have happened. So let's look at the answers. Answer choice A. This project is dedicated to finding some of the apple varieties lost following a shift in agricultural practices in the mid-1900s. So there is a decline, there is a number of apple varieties that were lost, and there's a reason why, a shift in agricultural practices. So we'll keep A, at least for now. B, while over 14,000 apple varieties were grown in the US, so here they were grown, not that they declined. Only 15 unique varieties make up most of the apples sold today. That is an emphasis on the decline. But do we see why they declined? No. Nothing like that in answer choice B, so we can get rid of it. Now going to C. Since the rise of industrial agriculture, U.S. farmers have mainly grown the same few unique apple varieties, resulting in the loss of thousands of varieties less suitable for commercial growth. Well, we do have an emphasis of how many varieties were lost, and we do have the reason why, because U.S. farmers have mainly grown the same few unique apple varieties. So we're definitely keeping this one for later. Answer choice D. As industrial agriculture rose to prominence in the mid-1900s, the number of crops selected for cultivation decreased dramatically. Well, this one is actually not giving us the reason why. It's just saying agriculture came up, the number of crops selected went down, but we're not seeing why that happened. So now let's choose between A and C. Let's make sure that they're both doing what we looked for. We're emphasizing the decline, which they're both definitely doing, but are we specifying why it occurred? Looking back at A, the Lost Apple Project is dedicated to finding some of the apple varieties lost following a shift in agricultural practices. C, on the other hand, says, U.S. farmers have mainly grown the same few unique apple varieties. Which of those two is more of an explanation of the reason why the decline occurred? Definitely answer choice C. A is more vague. It's just telling us that there was a shift in agricultural practices. That shift could have been anything. So although that looked like the reason why the varieties were lost, when we saw the actual reason in answer choice C, it looked so much more specific that we kind of know that that's the right answer. And for the record, we didn't have to look at the bullet points, although in some situations we absolutely do. But here we've already figured out that the answer is C.